In the name of Jesus, we have been running a series of angels. We have been running that series, and I want your spirit man to come alive this hour. Because I know somebody is about to testify. Today is the part 6, and we are also expecting an angel. A great man of God will be working in any moment from now to also be a blessing. Anytime you see pastors here, prophets, bishops, they come to me. I cannot keep them. Do you hear me? I cannot what? There are a lot of churches that need men of God who don't have access to them. You understand? So he's preaching somewhere now. He's coming after that. He will come and join us. Because when they come to South Africa, I want them to have taste of other ministries. So that also when I go out, I don't want to just sit in one local church. I also want to see how ministries are being run in other places. So that is the essence of the man of God traveling, to go and learn and see what to do more and better than what I'm not doing. Amen. Amen. Numbers 20, verse 16. Please, before you take your seat, I want us to look into that. Everybody rise to your feet. Rise to your feet. God bless you. If you are not standing up, you are a suspect. Except you are a go-go. Stand to your feet. Alright? Even if you carry your child, when you are in church, be active. Be active. It's not the best for you to just sit as if they drive you to church. Always be participating in everything we are doing. Amen. Numbers 20, verse 16. Are we all there? Amen. I'm going on angels, part 6, and I'll be taking you on the ministry of angels. Last Sunday we looked at the worship and the warriors angels. You need to know the ministry of angels. When you see them, what their ministry spirit, what do they do as a minister? What do they deliver? And I will be showing you 7 of that quickly, as God's servant also will be coming in and bless you this morning. Are you expectant? Come on, talk to me. Are you expectant? Oh, you are not. Are you expectant? Numbers 20, verse 16. Everybody, let's read. 1 to go. And when we cried unto the Lord, He heard our voice and sent an angel and hath brought us forth out of Egypt. And behold, we are in Kadesh, a city in the uttermost of thy border. Holy Spirit, I disappear that you may appear. Amen. Disseminate, communicate your will and purpose for your children. Lord, as many that are listening or watching by the way of internet and television, Lord, I decree, let the heavens over them be open, and let there be light from heaven, and let there be deliverance. Teach us your way and show us your counsel. In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Please be seated. Upon Mount Zion there shall be holiness and deliverance, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possession. You are in Mount Zion, and one of the attributes of being in Zion is deliverance. Say with me, deliverance. I can't hear you. Shout it like you mean it. And this monitor working? Shout deliverance. Please come and check it. Shout deliverance. So you need to understand where you are standing. Because one of the major areas through which the devil attacks a man, it is his place. Your place. He wants to displace you just as he was displaced. I'm looking at deliverance ministry of angels. Studio, don't drop me back. Deliverance ministry of angels. When we cried to the Lord, He heard us and sent forth angels. He sent his angels, why? To bring them out of the land of Egypt, a land of oppression and bondage. He heard us and he sent us angels. So one of the cardinal ministry of angels is deliverance. Say with me, deliverance. I can hear you. You need to walk in this light. It is your light, write it down, that guarantees your triumph in this kingdom. Many are not walking in light. They are looking for luck. That's why when God's servant was speaking on light, I was like, does it look through my notes? Say with me, light. You don't triumph in this kingdom with luck, but light. Look at me. We are not men of luck. We are men of light. In this kingdom, the kingdom of God, if Jesus is your father, if you are born again, if you are a child of God, if you want to serve God, if you want to follow God, if you want to do his will, you must have light. Say with me, light. Light. What is light? Having a revelation of where you are, who you are, knowing what you are, and what is available for you. Hello? Hello? Have you seen some security officers? When they employ them, they give them uniform and they give them weapon. True of us. No security officer will be employed, will not be given a security uniform, or at least a tear gas, or at least a scanner to scan people that want to enter into the shop, or at least sometimes a gun, in order to feel safe. So you are a child of God with weapons at your disposal to fight those who are fighting you. Weapons at your disposal to command victory over that battle. So the moment you say, I am a child of God, you are a security officer. Picture it like that. The moment you say, I am a child of God, I want to serve God, you are given weapons. One of the weapons are angels. Say with me, angels. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So you need to understand how they operate. I've been saying that for the past 5 weeks. Now we want to look into their deliverance ministry. Hello? The first thing the devil will always want to attack in your life right now is your place. Until you understand your place in God, you are displaced among men. Many don't understand their place. They don't understand what is available to them, so they are living in perpetual fear. They are living in perpetual fear. Many are depressed today because they don't know what is available for them in the kingdom. You as a child of God, and the devil comes, he said, I'm going to deal with you. Because you don't know what is available, you started jittering. You started to become afraid. You started to become, agitated. You can't sleep anymore. You can't snore anymore. You that when you snore from here to the rubber, they are hearing your voice. Have you heard some snoring? The Bible calls it a sound sleep. If you sleep and you don't snore, you are not sleeping. I'm telling you. Because that sleep does not have a sound. Sound sleep. The devil tells you that. So you are sleeping with one eye and another eye is opening. After today, that devil will check out of your life. Amen. I can't hear your loud amen. Amen. So the first thing he fights is your place. Because he knows right that when you lose your place, you are displaced. Hello? You know why? He lost his place in the beginning. He lost his place. Are we ready for this teaching? Amen. Please, I want to be fast. And studio also work with me so fast. Revelation 12 verse 7, 8 and 9. And there was war in heaven. And Michael and his angel fought against the dragon. You know what? And there was no place found. And the dragon was cast out. And there was no place found. So the devil was displaced. Revelation 12, studio, verse 7. The devil was displaced. So he wants you to also be displaced. You know, some people, if they don't have it, they don't want you to have it. Please don't go to market to buy anything with a friend who does not have it. It will discourage you from buying it. Have you seen that? And that was what Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Verse 8. Take it down to verse 9. Please, fast. Look at that. And he prevailed on, neither was that place found anymore. There was no, it was displaced. Hello? His place was no longer available in heaven. I told you the heavens it was when the sons of men appeared before God was not the heavens where God sits on the throne. I told you that last Sunday. So you need to understand. Please follow me carefully. And there was no place found for him. So the devil does not want you to know your place, because he has missed his place. Write it down. He wants to be displaced just as he was displaced. That's why you must always check your friends. Who are your friends? Hello? Hello? Anybody that discourages you in what you are doing for God is not your friend. Why do you always spend the whole day in church on Sunday? Those are your enemies. In my mom's business, he has a shop where he sells accessories for pregnant women who are about to give birth. The brine, flags, baby stuff. And you know that a pregnant woman will never go to the market alone in the thick of the afternoon, hot sun, to go and buy. But my mother has one strategy. If this lady comes with his friend to buy, if my mother says it's 200, the lady will say, remember the woman is pregnant. He does not have the strength to negotiate. It is the friend that will negotiate. So my mother always separated out. There is a fan for the pregnant woman and a shield coke for the friend that followed him. Are you with me? A pregnant woman cannot take coke or Fanta. So she will say, give her coke to sit. Just, we have 2 steps. So the pregnant woman is inside taking fan. The friend is outside by the step drinking what? Shield coke. Before the woman finished the coke, my mother have already finished collecting her money from the pregnant woman. So you will never find 2 seats inside. There will be 1 seat there and there will be 1 seat here. You cannot come to my house and carry my chair anyhow. I ask the woman, sit that side. You are taking your coke. She is here taking breeze. And you want that flask, she will bring it. You want that cooler, she will bring it. You want that clothes. Down there, everything that is here, the lady will still be waiting, thinking after she finished drinking the coke. Before you know it, she will just be writing receipt. Tear it, give it to the lady, collect her money, push her box outside. My mother will say, stupid people. Because if you allow both of them to negotiate, they will finish you. When a friend follows you to buy anything you don't have, he will discourage you not to buy it. Because you as a pregnant woman, you need stuff. But you say, no, it's too expensive, let's go to the other shop. By the time you get to the other shop, it's now more expensive. You don't want to come back because of your situation. You ended up not buying anything that day. As young as I was then, I learned that the devil has missed his place, so he does not want to allow to know our place in God. Are you with me? That is the first thing you will fight. Student, put it there. The first thing you will fight is your place. Know what you have, know who you are in God. You are too precious to God, so he handed an angel attached to your life. Every day when you wake up, know that there is an angel next to you there. Always be conscious of it. That's why you must watch what you say. Anytime I want to tell my mom something, I say, child, then I will say, you say, look up. I will beat myself. In case what I want to say is wrong, 3 times. You know, it's as a child, mommy, and before I say what I want to say, you will beat yourself up. You will say, stop, don't say it, because you don't know the angel that is around. Some things you have uttered are the reason why you are where you are. There's nothing good about my life. There's nothing working in my life. I don't even know why I'm living. And your angel will just release you like that. And just go and just stay away from you, because your words have always been negative. Negative. Towards people, towards everybody. Amen. So you need to understand that no matter who you are, and angels have been attached to you. So every year God replaces angels. Don't forget that, write it down. God replaces. So why are things not changing for you? If God changes your angels every year, because each year differs. That's why He gives us a new thing for the year. This year is the year of the blessing. The year of the blessing. I don't know about you. 2018 was a great year for me. Great year. Some people have been having great testimonies here. Showers of blessings. That is what He said. That is, this year you will walk in the covenant of the blessing. That is the angel assigned to work with us. He changed it on the 31st night. Angels of blessing, I release you to mess with this family. But why have you not been seeing the blessing? Because you are not aware that the angels have been replaced. Amen. Who are angels? I said, number one, angels are ministry spirit. I've told you what are angels. Today, who are angels? In order to help you. Hebrews 1 verse 13 to 14. Who are angels? Write it down. Angels, please write it down, are ministry spirit. They come to minister to you. Psalm 103 verse 20 to 21, because of time. Who are angels? They are ministering spirits. They may walk as ordinary people. They may come in human form, but they are there to minister to you. But unfortunately, don't expect to see them with your naked eyes most times. You need the eyes of the Spirit to see them. Are you following? You are not with me. Are you following? Yes. So when you are going for that business deal, for that meeting, you are going to school, you are going out, angels are ministering spirit. They are there to minister to you. In Genesis 19 verse 1 to 11, Genesis 19 verse 1 to 11, we saw what they did in the life of Lot, the people of Sodom and Gomorrah. When Lot invited them in, the people of Sodom and Gomorrah came and said, give us those 2 men that entered. We want to lie with them. Men want to lie with angels. Because in Sodom and Gomorrah, that is where you see the highest perversion under heaven. That is where all these things you see in our world today began. Are you with me? There is lawlessness there. There is no moral. There is no. Everything is just to the extreme. So they said, Lord, let us lie with them. Fortunately, they broke the door and they entered. And the angels of God smite them with blindness. They have ministering spirit. They are what? They are what? They are there to minister. 2 Kings chapter 6, let's look at that. Verse 15 to 17. It is interesting for you to know that you don't mess around them, because they have the power to mess you up. You don't want to lose your life? Look at this servant of the prophet. 2 Kings 6, verse 15. Verse 15. He came, he woke up in the morning. Look at what happened. And when the servant of the man of God was risen and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And the servant said unto him, Alas, my master, we are dead. How shall we do? He saw chariots, he saw armies, he saw soldiers in their battalion coming to arrest the man of God, coming to do evil. Verse 16. And then when he ran to Elisha, Elisha said, Come on, what are you saying? He said, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. You need to understand that those who are with you are more than those who are with them. You need to walk in that consciousness. That is how to live your life. You need to walk in that revelation, knowing that they that be with you are far more than they that be with them. You know why you are where you are? You know why your prayers are not answered? You are not sure of they that are with you. This man has been sleeping with the prophet all his life. Yet, fear is still creeping. Look at verse 17. He said, No, I can't see anything that are with us. There is danger here. I want to go back to my village. Man of God, I can't stay with you anymore. And he brushed his face. He said, and Elijah prayed and said, and I pray thee, open his eyes, that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire around them. Continue, sir. Continue. And they came to the man of God, and the man of God struck them. And when they came down to him to apprehend him, to arrest Elijah prayed unto the Lord. Next Sunday I will be showing you the Lord in prayer to. That is the angel of the Lord. He prayed unto the Lord and said, Smite these people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. So when you pray to God, he sent his angels to you. I told you, Jesus said, I will have prayed the Father. Last Sunday. When you pray the Father, he sent forth angels. Just like those angels did to the men of Sodom and Gomorrah. These angels also did to those armies. You can imagine. And if you read that story downward, he led them to the king. Even in their blindness, Elijah was now leading them. The person they came to arrest was now leading them to where they will be arrested. Beloved, the angels of God around you are there to minister to you. Genesis 19 verse 12 to 17. You need to also understand that. Angels are saviors. Number 2, don't forget they are ministering spirit. Angels are what? Saviors. They saved Lot. Don't forget that when those men came, I said they are ministering spirit. Secondly, they are saviors. Because that city has been marked for demolition and destruction. They took Lot by his hands. 12 to verse 17. You need to understand that. Angels are saviors. Number 2. Angels are what? Angels are what? Saviors. Angels are what? In 2019, they will save you. Amen. I can't hear you loud. Amen. Amen. I said they shall save your family. Amen. They shall save your business. Amen. Every evil that has been programmed your way this year, God will send forth angels to save you. Amen. Angels are what? Saviors. Please understand this. In the ministry of angels, you need to take note of this. They are saviors. They are there to save your soul. They are there to save your life. They are there to save you from that impediment. Are you aware? Do you know? Do you have an idea of the agenda of Satan for you this year? The taxi you are about to board, do you know what the devil has planned? Angels are saviors. This year, I pray for you, you shall be saved. Amen. I can hear you loud, amen? Amen. They set the city of Sodom and Gomorrah on fire. They destroyed it, but with Lot, they made him to leave. In fact, they told Lot, don't look back. Hello? Don't do what? Don't look back. And his wife, don't look back. But the wife, because of the life she enjoyed, because of the friends she has, because of the way of life in Sodom that she would be missing, she looked back. And the moment she looked back, the angels can't help her anymore. She became a pillar of salt. Some people are in church, they are still looking back. That's why angels are helpless. You are still missing blue room on a Saturday. Because you want to come to church, you don't want to smell alcohol. But the day you know you are not going to church, you go. I won't be surprised some people are not in church this morning because of balance. I'm not deceiving myself. Some of you take red wine. Some of you take blue wine. Some of you take yellow wine. Or you drink water. Somebody wrote behind his car one day, I'm not drunk. I'm only avoiding potholes. I said, I can see truly you are not drunk. When you are driving like this, there's no pothole anywhere. You need to understand that. When you say, Jesus, you are my Savior, angels become your saviors. But when you are saying, Jesus, you are my Savior, and there are still things you are looking back on, they can't save you totally. So angels are Savior. Write it down. They are what? Saviors. I can't hear you. They are what? Saviors. Angels are Saviors. So Lot lived by the instrumentality of angels. When you are with angels, write it down. No evil is permitted to come near you. And that's where we read Psalm 91 verse 11 and 12. No evil, no evil, no evil. He said, they shall bear you in their hands, so that you can walk majestically. Even though you are walking on this ground, you are not walking on the ground. There is a hand of angels under your feet. Psalm 91, verse 11 and 12. Brother, Psalm 91. Look at that. He said, he will give his angels charge. Oh my God. When angels are with you, you are not permitted to suffer any harm, any injury. Nothing is permitted. Nothing is permitted. Can you give me that psalm, please? For he shall give his angels charge over thee. To do what? To keep you. To keep you in all thy ways. In 2019, he will give his angel charge over your children. As they go to school, he will give his angels charge. He will give his angels charge as you are sleeping. Verse 12. He will give his angels charge. He said, lest you dash your feet, they shall bear thee up in their hands. Even though your hands is on the floor. Oh my God, by this revelation, there is a hand under your feet. There is a what? That car is not driving on the ground. There is a hand under that car. Please watch it. This is the revelation our fathers walked in. And that's why they will dare any lion. This is what they walk in. That is why they will enter any fire. Look up. He knew that he will give his angels charge over me. So why do you go out of the house in fear? Why do you sleep in fear? Lest thou dash thy foot against the stone. Mila zutikalua santabaha. Gelezuli kuziteliana. This year you shall be saved. Amen. I can hear your loud amen. Amen. So you need to understand that angels are spirit. You cannot be physical to see them. You must be spiritual. Write it down. You must be spiritual. You must be spiritually conscious. And that's why we are taking 3 days off our schedules to sharpen our spiritual sensitivity to the ministry of angels. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As we close this series, we want to see the ministry and the power of angels at work in our lives. So angels are saviors. Number 3, angels are guiders. Genesis 24 verse 7. They are there to guide. Anytime they guide you into success and not into failure. Write it down. Somebody is sleeping. Don't close your eyes. Look at me. Angels are what? Write it down. They are what? They are what? They are guiders. They guide you. If angels should go before you, no power can stop you. No power can what? I can hear you. You don't need a guider if you know the road, right? Do you? Do you need a guider to your house now? Talk to me. Have you been into March 2019? Do you know it? Do you know June 2019? Have you been there? Do you know how October is 2019? Are you sure? You don't know? What about November? Do you know what is going to happen in December? That is why you need a guide. Those who don't know, they request for the ministry of angels to guide them. People are in wrong marriage today because they follow their heart. Do you hear that? They do what? Talk to me. They do what? They follow their heart. Hello? People are in wrong business today. People are losing money today because they do not have angels as their guide. One lady called her husband. She said, baby, I told you that this car you bought for me will put me in trouble one day. I've just hit someone. He said, please, I'm in a meeting. Look at this. Hello? Call the mechanic to come and help you. And then he dropped the call. The girlfriend of the same man was the one that hit this woman. The wife hit the girlfriend. The girlfriend picks her call. She said, baby, the car you just bought from a brand new car, somebody has bumped into me. The man came furiously to fight. As he came out of the car, the girlfriend ran and hugged him. Baby, look at the car you bought for me. And by the time he said, who did this to your car? He looked up, it was his wife. Caught red-handed. Did you hear that? The lady called her husband, and the same lady, another lady called her, the same man in two. Hello? People are where they are today because they follow their heart. They do what? Hello? Hello? Anytime a man tells you I'm married and you are interested in such a man, it's like a policeman driving a state vehicle. That vehicle will never be his car. You didn't hear that? You are sleeping. No matter how you drive a company car, will you own that company car? Listen to me. When they guard you, they tell you who to marry. They tell you who not to. The man you are just about to say, yes, I do. Maybe in 2 years, you will die. You will become a widow. Yes, he looks good. He looks handsome. He's hardworking. Wow, he's a man. When I say a man, he's a man. Hello? And you as a lady, stop saying men are the same. So you have tasted all the men. What is shame? All the men are the same. So you have tasted all the men. Let the Holy Spirit, through his angel, guard you. You know that brother? You know that sister? Are you with me? I have 4 children. All my children, the first one I told my wife, you are pregnant. She didn't believe. I said, you are pregnant and you are carrying a girl. She went and confirmed it and gave me a call. I said, yes. She said, but I don't know the sense. I said, you are carrying a girl. And then when the baby came out, I said, what was the sense? He said, you sent it, a girl. They will tell you things to come. When I had my boy, I told her, she said she's pregnant. And I said, you are carrying a boy. In all fairness, she wanted the boy as her firstborn. And I said to her, because of my busy schedule and what God has for me in the future, as a prophet, as a pastor, I need a girl as my firstborn so that she can look after the siblings, our siblings. My wife said, no, I need a boy that will be strong enough to hit the door when you are not there. I said, no. In case you are not there, I need a girl that will be able to cook for me. So we were dragging it when we were in caution. When the time came, I said, you are carrying a girl. The second one, you are carrying a boy. And the day she will deliver, God told me, 7 days to the time, minister to her. I started ministering to her. I said, God said, in 7 days time, you are giving back. And I was ministering to her. The 7th day, she was fine. I asked myself, did I really hear God? Amen. Say with me, they are guided. They can guide you. She was fine doing her laundry and all that. She said, no, go to the office. Because my office then is so far. to the house. I said, no, I can't, because I know you are giving back today. He said, no, I'm fine. There is no sign that I will give back today. I said, no, you are giving. We started hugging. I said, I'm not going anywhere, just leave me. 4 hours later, as she was bending to take some clothes, she said, I can see the breaking of water. Take me to the hospital. 2 hours getting into the hospital, the boy came. Listen to this. When you know how he died, this through the angels. They will guide you. I can hear your amen to that. Amen. I said they will guide you. Amen. That man was praying. He went on a mission, an impossible mission. Impossible mission. Look up. Impossible. Abraham said, Eliezer, go and fetch me a wife for my son. In the first place, this woman has not met your son. How will a woman agree to follow me to come and marry your son? If the son is a cripple, how come the woman in this? It's not possible for a woman to just follow me and say, I'm the wife of the man I do not know. But the angels of God, they guide you. They guide you. They guide you. You don't need a guider if you already know the way. Please, it's not every man that is your husband. It's not every woman that is your wife. In fact, some men, you must never go closer to them. Don't. That the woman is beautiful does not mean that she's your wife or even your girlfriend. There are people that are not met in your journey. Yeah, those are the people you are on the same bed with. They will crush your destiny. Let the angels of God guide you. Maybe you don't know. Let me tell you my story. I have lost money. When I mean money, by investing in businesses. I do not even wait to ask for guidance. Everything looks good. And I said, why not? Even if I have a doubt, I overcome the doubt in the spirit. But at the later end, the angel will tell me, I didn't lead you there. I didn't lead you there. I didn't lead you there. Ask your guiding angel. Ask them. Write it down. If you don't want to fail in life, learn how to command your guiding angels to lead you. If you don't want to fail, learn how to ask them to lead the way. And you get what I'm talking about? Amen. Exodus 13 verse 20, Exodus 14 verse 19. Many are failing today. Write it down. You are not writing those scriptures. I don't know why you are not writing today. Is it because of the weather? It's too harsh. It's not user friendly. It's too hot, right? If it's too cold, you will say it's too cold. What do you want? Go to heaven now. Go to heaven. Some of you didn't sleep because it's too hot. Isn't it? They are guided. Exodus 13 verse 20, Exodus 14 verse 19. I can trace your life to either success or failure when I see those who are guiding you. Number 4, angels are shield. They are shield. They form an impenetrable shield. Psalm 34 verse 7, quick. Give it to me, student. It says, the angel of the Lord encamps around them that fear him and deliver them. Look up. One of the cardinal ministry of angels is to create a shield around you. Hello? No matter how much a bird we try to take the corn in a bottle, that bird will just be hitting his mouth on the bottle. True of us? Come and talk to me. You cannot access this water in this jar without us breaking it. So the angels form a jar around your water. The angels form a bottle around your milk. No matter how much that bird wants to strike it, it will only be striking the bottle. They form an impenetrable walls. The devil came to God and said, look at your son. You thought he loves you? Let me touch him. And God said, have you considered my servant Job? And said, I will have touched him if not that you have made an edge around him. So there is an edge around you that angels form. They encamp around them that fear him. Beloved, walk in this revelation, and I tell you, 2019 will be very sweet for you. Amen. I said it will be sweet for you. Amen. Angels are what? Shield. Number one, don't forget I said angels are ministering spirit. Number two, I said angels are saviors. They are what? They are what? Saviors. Number three, I said angels are guiders. And here, number four, angels are shield. Psalm 91 verse 7 to 11. You see that again. So anytime the devil attacks you, he's not attacking you directly, he's attacking your mind. Listen to this. Anytime you feel weak in your spirit, he's only asking you, are you available? The moment you submit to it, it comes and hit you very hard. I ask myself, especially those who go for HIV tests, before they go for the test, they are fine. The moment they hear that they are positive, they break down. The shield around you, the shield around you, your mind tells you you are going to die. There is no HIV patient that will die if you know what you are doing. It's just like cancer. It's just like BP. That's how HIV is. It's just like that. This sugar diabetes, it's just like that. You don't need to start crying or destroy yourself more. All you need to do is to eat well and live right. Eat well and live right. Are you listening to me? The angels of God are there as a shield. Shout, no evil is permitted to come near me. I can't hear you. Shout louder. Shout, no evil is permitted to come near me. Because there are angelic shield around me. So you are a corn in a closed bottle. You cannot be touched. You cannot be harassed. And the devil is aware of that. So announce to that devil, you don't have access to my life anymore. You don't have access to my destiny anymore. Angels are what? Are shield. Shout, I have angelic air around me, around my house, around my business, around my destiny. You are not shouting a shout, I have angelic air around me, around my house, around my destiny, around my business. So walk in that consciousness. Walk in that consciousness. I have never, ever go on a trip and doubt if I will return. I have never. Hello? In my mother tongue, look up. When somebody tells you I will see you tomorrow, they always add a language. You know that language. If I will come to church tomorrow, if God did not say it's a dead man that is talking, that's how they say it. That is, a dead man can also be talking. Did you see how the devil bastardized the mind of people? You wake up, you say, ask yourself, am I really awake? Don't you want to wake up? You are hitting the bed to check if you are. The devil tells you are not going to wake up. There is a sheep around me. That is a what? Number 5, angels are rescuer of destiny. Angels are rescuer. They always go on a rescue mission. Daniel 3 verse 28. Daniel 6 verse 22. They always be on time because 1 second can be late. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. What the men consider over, when they arrive there, they show up. Angels of God. They are what? They are what? Rescuer of destiny. Welcome, sir. Please, Daddy, come forward. Come forward. Thank you, sir. They are rescuer of destiny. Angels are rescuer of destiny. Until you understand that, you will not be able to assess what they have for you. Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, they know. Look on. That this fire has no power over them. Why? Because angels are there to rescue them. Are you getting it? So if they call you from school of your child and you are now panicking, in fact, some of you on a Sunday, just because you see blood by your finger, you are not coming to church. What a paradox. Angels, they are there to rescue you. Listen, even if you feel sick, that is when you should be in church. Because there is healing in the church. Angels are rescuer. The king gets to the lions there, he said, Daniel! Daniel! Did your God whom thou servest day and night, was he able to deliver you? And Daniel said, hey, king, live forever. God has sent his angels to shut the mouth of the lion. That lion at work, God is about to shut their mouth. Amen. I can't hear you loudest, amen? Amen. They tell you that you are not going to get your promotion. Tell them, angels of God will shut their mouth. Amen. Are you with me? Amen. I said, angels of God will shut their mouth. Amen. They are rescuer of destiny. They always go ahead. They go ahead. They go ahead. They go ahead. They have the spirit, they have the might, they have the speed to go faster before. Don't forget. Don't forget. Let this mind be in you that angels are rescuer of destiny. I don't know what you are sinking into. Maybe you are sinking into debt. They will rescue your finances. Amen. I can't hear your loud amen. Amen. Did you left your amen at home? Hello? Amen. Are you in church? Yes. They will rescue your finances. Amen. I said they will rescue your finances. Amen. That your child that is going wayward, they will rescue his destiny.
Amen.
That health that is going down, angels will rescue it.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Number 6, they are goodness announcers. Luke chapter 2 verse 9 to 11. Angels are goodness announcers. This is part 6 of this series. Angels are goodness announcers. All they announce is good tidings. In this season, angels will announce you.
Amen.
Hello? Angels will do what? Remember, there is a man in the Bible that the Bible said through his wisdom a city was delivered. A poor wise man. I've never seen that in my life. When you are wise, you should not be blue. My daughter Shekana asked me a question yesterday. He said, Daddy, what is it? What does it mean to be wise? My third one, the sister, the brother, they were all looking at me. The almost the smallest asked me, what is it? What does it mean to be wise? The mother was looking. And I said, Daughter, you are wise by asking that question. Because it is wise of you to ask than to be lost. Only a fool keep quiet. Some of you are here, all you ask for is money to eat. You don't ask, what is it I need to do? All you ask for in your life is the next bill to pay. How do I come out of this bill? You don't ask. If you don't want to get lost, I told her, when you are going somewhere and you don't know, the best thing is for you to ask. Wisdom gives you money, gives you wealth. But this man in the Bible was a poor wise man that through his wisdom a whole city was delivered. But nobody knows this man. Some of you, by the time you sit at work, they know you have stuff to deliver, but nobody knows you. This year, God will announce you. Amen. I can't hear your amen. Amen. In that your corner in Shashangube, God will announce you. Amen. Look at them. Let them announce what? Let's go. Say, God will announce me. Are you sure? Say it with all assurance. In Nigeria, when you hit your chest, you are saying, I am the one. When somebody comes to look for a job and say, employ me, he's saying, I am sure of my delivery. Shout, God will announce me.
God will announce me.
In this season?
In this season.
You are not sure. Shout, God will announce me.
God will announce me.
Angels visited Elizabeth and they announced good tidings. They announced good tidings. You have been in that situation for too long. You are just about to be announced. Amen. I said you are just about to be announced. Amen. They announce breakthroughs. That's why when a prophecy comes your way, it comes to tell you how to adjust and how to start rehearsing for that breakthrough. Amen. Are you with me? Amen. Prophecy is the only way through which you can come out of your leprosy. The only one? The only what? Except God has not spoken. That is when you won't get it. If God said it, go to sleep. He will do it. He will do what? Be rest assured. When prophecy come your way, I told you the reason why you don't have it is because you don't know how to activate your prophecy. You don't know how to bring it to reality. You don't know how to war with your prophecy. So when I say you are blessed, I have said it. I can't take it back. His word can't come back to him void. He will surely accomplish what he has said. Amen. Angels are goodness announcer. Any prophet that prophesied death to you, they are not prophets, they are parrots. They are what? All they see is coffin. All they see is funeral. All they see is accident. All they see is blood. tell him or her, don't you see anything good? Because the moment you hear that, you don't want to die, you don't want to live. Which one do you want? Because you sleep, you don't want to wake up. Isn't it? My mother will always say, I said, throw away the bone. You said, you don't want the bone, but the bone still have some meat. So which one do you want? You said, it's a bone. Yes. Throw it away. You said, no, you still have some meat. So which one? Angels are goodness announced. Can I announce to you? Can I announce to you? Can I announce to you? In 2019, you shall be lifted. Only 3 people say amen to that. I said you shall be lifted. Sit down like a king. Don't sit down like. Sit down. Sit down. I said you shall be what? I shall be lifted.
I shall be lifted.
Number 6, as I close. Is it 7? All right, we are following. Last thing. Angels are deliverers. Angels are what? Their major assignment is to deliver. I don't want to dwell more on that. The first preacher have said that. Acts chapter 12, verse 5 to 11. There is no deliverance without angelic intervention. I'm here to see the gate that will keep an angel away. They will penetrate any gates. Even at their appearances, gates were opening. Gates were lifting. Gates were opening. Why? Because angels must deliver the victim. I don't know where they kept you in the prison of life. Sometimes you have been in prison in your mind that you are a woman, you cannot succeed. That you are a black South African, you can't do well. Oh, I don't go to school, no, that is not my portion. Are you with me? I remember when I took my daughter to the American embassy, he said, Papa, look at this place. I said, this is America and South Africa. And almost everybody in that embassy are white. I asked myself, where are the blacks? Because something tells you you can't go to America. You can't talk to Americans because you are an African. That devil is a bastard.
Yes. Amen.
That devil is a what?
Bastard.
He's a bastard. That you are a woman does not mean that you are a weak vessel. Don't take that from anybody.
Amen.
You are not a weak vessel. You are a child of destiny. There is covenant on your life. Don't beg any man to marry you. You know how you beg a man? You don't know you beg men. The man is not calling, you are the one calling. And if not because of the love I have for you, I won't call you. Keep that love. A man in his right senses is sending you, please call. What? That's not a man. Tell him, Muruti said, you are not a man. You send me, please come. And you as a woman, you now use your head time to call. So baby, what is it? I'm just missing you. Even on your birthdays, he sent you a please call. And you now call him and say, happy birthday to you. On your birthday, he sent you a please call. What a life. Child. Hello. Your destiny is so beautiful to be begging a woman to marry you. Hello. Look at me. If any woman does not want to marry you, you don't need to beg her. Come on. I told you of the story of a brother who approached a lady for marriage. And the lady said, no, you are too poor for my liking. And one day, he went to the same street with Range Rover Sport. And when the lady saw this guy sitting on the car, the lady came to him and said, don't you know that I was playing with you? The lady changed his mind. You don't even know when somebody is joking. And I said, no, don't you know you need to try more? Is this your car? The guy said, no, they just delivered it last week. So I came to cruise with it. Don't beg a woman to marry you. If you beg a woman to marry you, you will be at mercy of that woman. The day say, I'm leaving. You are leaving. That's the door. Hey. No, God did not allow divorce. Am I the one who said you should leave? If you want to leave, that's the door. Never beg a woman to marry you. Huh? Hello? Let me read what I want to say. But let me say it. Look at me. Look at it. Since you have been in this church for almost 5 years, I only entered your house twice. Two of us. Twice. Eunice, since the year you've been coming to this church, have I entered your house? Hello? No. You are the resident pastor of this assembly. Since you've been coming to this church twice or more than, I have only been to your house once. Then secondly in July during the 30 days fasting, and when I wanted to dedicate the house. Hello? I have seen a pastor that will go to people's house, and when they tell him we will get late because we are trying to prepare the children, the pastor will even join them in preparing the children to say please come on time, and they will not still come. It's a paradox. If you don't want to come, then stay in your house. Stay in your house. I don't beg people to come to church. All we do is to ensure that you come, but that you come is your own decision. That is your own decision. That you come, you'll be blessed. And then if you don't want to be blessed, then take the other side. It's your own. Your brother down the road, you know what he does. Angels are deliverers. They are what? They are what? Nothing stops them. If they want to penetrate a man, penetrate a family, they do that with no stress. I see you testifying. Amen. I can hear you loud. Amen. Amen. Are you excited this morning? Yes. So let me tell you one thing you must never do. Don't provoke them to anger. Students, you are sleeping. Don't provoke them to anger. Many of us are where we are today because your angels are angry. Your angels are what? They are what? They are what? They are angry. Don't provoke them to anger. Number 2, don't cease doing good. Hebrews 13 verse 2. Don't provoke them to anger. Write it down. Exodus 23 verse 21 and 22. Don't cease doing good. Abraham fed them, and then by doing that, they speak a word to his life. This time next year, you have a child. What was impossible with Abraham, just because he cooked for them. Many of you are where you are today because you are so stingy.
Yeah.
So stingy. If 5 rand fall in your hands like this, you will follow that 5 rand to the table. Your beautiful dress, you will use it to enter under the table. Looking for what? 5 rand. I labor for this money. I labor for this money. How can I pay tithe? My tithe. Hey, 500. It's too much. Hey, 1,000. Hey, it's too much. Hey, 2,000. Hey. Stop! Don't provoke them to hunger. They can shut your door. They can open it. They can do anything. Don't make them angry. And don't cease in doing good. Hello? Talk to me, hello? Look at me. I told you every festive, my mother cooks for everybody in our area. In our area. And you know what he does? After giving those guys those food, they will bring the plate unwashed. We, the children, are the ones that will now be washing the plate. One day I was so furious. I said, Mama, if they eat the food, they should clean it now. And my mom looked at me and said, you don't know where you will be tomorrow. And people will be feeding you. Look at me in South Africa today. And people will be feeding you. In December, when I was in America, the man of God that came to pick me in the airport, I have never met him. He said, God said you should come and pick me up. The hotel they have paid for me, he said, no, you are not sleeping in any hotel. You are sleeping in my house for all the period you'll be in the US. Listen, when you travel abroad, people don't want to take you to their houses. You know why? Because of the water, the electricity, and every stuff. But this man said, no, you will be here with us. You are not sleeping in any hotel. Ha! Please, don't cease in doing good. Don't do what? Don't cease in doing good. Because you don't know when you will reap it tomorrow. Are you listening to me? I see you testify. Stop saying I will not select. Anytime there is time to give, I will not select. I will not select. And your haters will say, okay, I will not select permanent. I don't know how to say permanent in Swahili. Oh, you are willing. I will not select it. When you are willing, you now start looking for money, no money. Because you have said it with your mouth. I will not select. Stop that act. Whatever you have privilege to give, do it. Number 3, be conscious of their presence. That servant didn't know they were there. And lastly, command them to walk. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is a time for us to command angels to walk on our behalf. We are going to be speaking to heavens to send us angelic assistance in the year 2019. And we are going to be fasting, praying, trusting God for the next level. Stand to your feet. Stand to your feet.